back. As you know all, we are studying the second lesson, that is the components of food. In our previous class, we have studied about the topic food, varieties in food, and also we studied the components of the food. Is it right? So you know that in our daily diet, it is a mixture of the various components. So which are those components? You know that it is our diet is mixture of varieties of components. So which are those components? They may be vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates, minerals, fats. Is it right? It's a mixture of varieties of components. And then how to recognize which food item is containing which type of components? Is it? So for that there are the various tests. So in today's class, let us study what do different food items contain. Is it right? So let us study one by one in detail. At first we will see about the carbohydrates. You know that carbohydrate is very important food component, we can say, because it releases the energy. So you know that various food components are there. So those all components are So they perform various functions in our body, we can say. Some will release the energy, some helps to protect our body, and some helps to growth of our body. So if you take a carbohydrates and fats, so they helps to release energy, otherwise it helps to provide energy for us to perform the various works. And next, if you will take the proteins, they helps to grow our body healthily. Next, if you will take the vitamins and minerals, so they helps to protect our body. So various components performs variously. Is it right? So in that, if you will take the carbohydrates, so carbohydrates we can say, so they release this energy in our body. So carbohydrates and fats, so they are the components of the food, so they release this energy, and from that we perform the works. Is it right? So at first we'll study about the carbohydrates. So already have written on the board, see, within our body carbohydrates are burned to release energy. So what is the function of the carbohydrates in our body? They burns itself. So they burns themselves and they releases the energy. And that the released energy helps us to perform the works. Is it right? So which are the food items containing the carbohydrate? If you take all the sweet items, so you eat the varieties of sweet items, those all are containing the carbohydrates. So in the carbohydrates, again we have differentiated into the two types of carbohydrates. So based on their features, we have divided the carbohydrates into two types. So those are sugars and the starch. So what are the sugars? What are the starch? Let us study now. So sugars are these are the very simple carbohydrates, we can say. So they are very easy to release, otherwise they are very easy to digest in our body. And here, so let us afterwards we'll study about the starch. At first we'll study about the sugar. So sugars are the what? They are the very simple carbohydrates. They are the very easy to digest. And next, they provide the instant energy. What is the meaning of instant energy? So you need energy right now. So that time what you will do? You will drink, otherwise what you will do? You will eat the glucose. So that glucose is nothing but a sugar only, we can say. And so instant energy means what? Right now we need the energy. For that these sugars helps us. They releases energy instantly. So which are those? By eating which food items we get the instant energy? So I have written here some of the some of the food items. See, apples I have written, banana I have written. So strawberries you can take. So maximum fruits, all the fruits, they will be sweet in the taste. So they will be containing the sugars. And also we can take a sugar cane. You know that sugar cane. So from that all prepare sugar we will prepare. So those all releases the instant energy. Those all comes under the sugar carbohydrates. They are the very simple carbohydrates and they releases the instant energy and they are very easy to digest from our body. Is it right? So this is about sugar. Next we'll see about the starch. So starches are they are the complex carbohydrates. So little bit they are tough carbohydrates, we can say. And so they will also release energy, but at the slower rate. So slowly they releases the energy. Which food items, which food items containing the starch? So you know that rice will be there, bread will be there, wheat, maize. So they will be containing the carbohydrate. So they instantly they will not release the energy. They release the energy at the slower rate. So if you eat rice now, after some time it will digest completely. Then what happen? So slowly what they does? they converts into the sugars and they releases the energy. Is it right? So it is about what? Starch. Now let us study how to identify which food item is containing which type of carbohydrate. So at first we will see about the sugar. How to identify which food component is which food item is containing the sugar. So for that what we need to do? So one test they have given. So we should take the food sample. So if the food sample is solid, so we should make it a powder. Otherwise we should make small pieces of that food item. Understanding? So after that, so that food item, that simple food item, otherwise the smaller. So that food item we should smash very powder. After that what we should do? We should mix it with the water and we should add in that Benedict solution. What is the Benedict solution and all? So I will show you in the laboratory. Okay. So what we should do? Food sample we should take and we should mix with food sample means the solid food substance we should not take. So we should make it a powder. So we should mix it with the water and we should add some of the Benedict solution to that mixture. So after that what we will do? We should shake it. After shaking what we should heat little. So when we will heat it, so what happens? That solution will turns their colors. Otherwise we can observe the change in their color. So we can observe mainly three types of colors. So green, yellow and the brick red we can observe. Sometimes the solution color will changes to the green. Sometimes it changes to the yellow. Sometimes it changes to the brick red. So what if the solution colors changes to the color green? So what we can observe? So that solution is that food item is containing a low sugar. If it changes into the yellow color, so it will be containing a medium sugar. If it changes into the brick red, it will be containing a high level of the sugar. Okay, so what I am telling? So you have tested for the sugar. Is it right? So what you have done? You have taken the powder of the solution, powder of that food item, and you have mixed it with the water and added Benedict solution for that. And you have mixed it and you have heated it. After heating, that solution color will changes to the various colors. So it may change to the green color, otherwise it may to the yellow color, otherwise to the brick red. If it changes to the green color, so that food item is containing a low sugar. If it changes to the green color, it is containing a medium sugar. If it changes to the red color, brick red color, so it is containing a high level of the sugar. Understood? So it is about the test for the sugar. So next we'll see about the test for the starch. So the starch is also one of the carbohydrates. How to test for the starch? So what we should do here? So we should take the food item. Again the food item will be a grinded form of the food item. So next you should mix it with the water and you should take here dilute iodine solution. Is it right? So we'll take iodine solution and all will mix it. So what happened? The solution, otherwise the food item will changes to the bluish black color. It changes into the bluish black color. For that, this example if you can test by the potato also. So you take a potato is also containing what? Starch. Even you can test with the rice. Whatever you will eat rice, by that also you can test this. So you take the food item, so add the iodine solution for that. So that immediately what happened? That food item will changes its color to the bluish black color. So what we can understand by that? That food item is containing the starch. Understanding? So this test we will do in our laboratories. Okay, I hope you understood today's topic. So one more time I will repeat the topic. See here, we have studied about the carbohydrates. So those carbohydrates are what? They helps to release the energy in our body, and we can observe the two types of carbohydrates, sugar and the starch. And sugar, how the sugar are the simple carbohydrates. In place of the starch, they are the complex carbohydrates. So they release this instant energy, and here they release the energy at the slower rate. And next, so example for the sugar food items. So apple, banana, sugarcane, strawberries, many example, and honey also. It is example for the sugar items. And the starch, so rice, bread, maize, wheat, they are example for the starch food items. So already afterwards we have studied about the test for the sugar. So next we have studied about the test for the starch. Understood? So I hope you are understood today's topic. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me. Thank you.